Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's episode of live streaming with me, Russell, and to my left, my beautiful assistant, Sinu.
Thank you so much, Russell.
Hang on, because today we're not going to be doing trading. We're actually going to be performing magic for you.
Okay.
So
what's the magic?
it's called losing a lot of money in the markets.
Okay.
It's a very strange day today, isn't it,
Okay.
Sinu, for
Yeah.
the trading realm.
All right. So, hi everyone. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for all those who are watching. Thank you so much for joining and for the session. Today we are going to discuss about four assets majorly. The first one is gold, which we have already posted in our community about an entry for the London session, followed by a scalping and the momentum trade. I'm going to break down the reasons for that particular entry. At the same time, we are going to look for BTC and Nasdaq, finally the DXY before Joel's number data releases. I think the fake moves are about to happen for the New York opening as well, and then the number which I'm expecting is dollar strengthening narrative, coming back to the same old story which we were discussing last 2 weeks, because that's been at the top. So if I take you through the gold charts, this is the particular chart and the trade which we are in.
Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, there you go. Look, now they can see what's going on.
All right. So we got an entry at 3,532 levels to 34. That's the zone we have posted an entry in our community. That could be a scalping trade for the London opening, followed by a momentum trade targeting 3,556. This is basically a zone which I have taken from one of our community member, but looking at the market, if it is not able to sustain this weak high which is forming, and the market have taken out the Asia low and equal lows, and right after this trade I'm expecting a massive move towards downside if the dollar strengthening narrative is done. So a break of structure towards this particular zone, which is 3,532 to 3,527 levels. If I get a good break of structure towards this zone, I'll be planning my entry to go short, but I don't want to short the market when it is an all-time high. So that's the first message for the gold. Second one, looking at DXY, it have been played out really good with respect to last couple of days, and look at this week high which we are targeting for the Joel's numbers. Around 99,835 is the value which I'm looking for the dollar. And look at Nasdaq, it have already taken out 50% target, and then if the market is giving a re-entry opportunity, which we have discussed on the last week live as well, but that zone and this balanced price range, so this is the zone which I'll be looking for re-entering for the short opportunity, targeting let's keep the entry here, targeting this low 22,736 with a stop loss. So when we keep a trade like this on Nasdaq, I don't want to keep myself when it is hitting to this entry. I don't want to take the entry right after when we hit an opportunity at 23,435. I will leave if the market is playing out, and if it is going up towards this particular area, let's say from this level, if the market is playing out like this, I don't even mind taking a position when it is coming back to this level again. So that is 23,429 is the level what I'm looking to enter. Let's see how the market is unfolding. With respect to that, we will place our stop loss and orders with respect to Nasdaq on the positional bias, and this is the target which I'm looking for. All right, when it comes to cable, it have played out really well with respect to the positional bias which we were on, which is the short side. I'm targeting for the lower side liquidity, which is the first target could be somewhere close to 1.32591. So what if the numbers are really bad and DXY, if it is not strengthening, then the alternative opportunity for all these assets will go opposite to what we have said right now, because this is purely based on the dollar strengthening narrative. If the market is not good with the data and if the players are want to take this opportunity, then for the dollar index for DXY, I'm expecting a sharp fall on the news event and then recovering it from there, so that most of the long which was entered from this zone onwards, let's say from 97 to 97 to 98 level, this entire zone will get stopped out, because they have seen multiple low points at swing lows at 97,189, 97,159, 97,106. There is an alternative chance, which this is where I'm bit skeptical about this particular news move, and this is going to give us a good clarity for the NFP, which is on Friday about to release, right? So if you just go back and check what are the major news events which is going to happen over the weekend, over this week, today we have Joel's job opening data, which is
What time's that?
at 3 p.m.
Okay.
And we also have the monetary policy hearing for GBP at 2:50. So I'm just keen on looking at let's say the GBP at New York opening.
Yep.
If it is playing with respect to similar view which we have, let's say for example, if we can turn on the positions which we are in on the gold as well. So once this target is hit, so this zone we have entered at, that entry was pinpointed at 3532 level, which we have posted on our community. If you're not there, please do join. I still believe that this particular candle has to mitigate with respect to this imbalance. The reason being, if you go back and check with respect to the order flow analysis, this is a clear breakout. You can see that it has given a clear breakout in before the London Open, and it has come back to the retest we have discussed in the last live.
Yep.
The breakout and the retest will validate the breakout, and that has been done now. But if you see from a 4-hour perspective on this particular candle, now on a 4 hours we are just getting a breakout.
Yep. Someone's saying in the chat that they're in the exact same trade, and
Okay.
that's D. He tunes into quite a lot of our streams. You were supposed to be coming down here today, D. So just wondering where you are. So
All
carry
right,
on.
that's great. So that's great way of looking at it, because most of the people, if they are holding on to this position, this is the last leg, I would say, for the longs and the bulls, because I've seen people holding gold from all the way of this breakout which has happened, 3,423.24 levels, even people holding 3,384 levels. 84 levels is what people were looking at, and we had a good breakout with respect to the symmetrical triangle which we were discussing in the last video. So if the market wants to come back, I'll take you through the forex the gold futures. If the market wants to come back and revisit, the area for this whole rally is around 3,550 and 3,550 3,520.24 levels. So this is the zone I'll be looking for, if there is any retracement and the dollar strengthens, this is the area. Most of the positional players would have kept their stop losses, which is equal low being as their liquidity to grab. And what are the key factors which I'm looking for on the 4 hours, because this is exactly at 3 o'clock is the time this 4-hour candle closes, right? So I'll be looking for the market to push beyond this liquidity, which is the candle should play like similar to this. It should go towards upside and hit the target and close below this level. If I get that along with a 15 minutes delta divergence and a similar candle, let me show you an exact candle what I'm looking forward. Not this one. Yeah, I think somewhere here we should be able to find
Yeah, live on the stream. Yeah, I can't do it.
sorry guys, I'm not able to find the exact thing, but I can draw it for you. So what I'm looking forward, so a particular candle before 3 p.m. before New York open, or in between 2 to 3 p.m. Let's say if a candle opens like this and pushes all the way down upside, and the candle close should come back with a lot of buyers at the top getting trapped. So if I get an opportunity to exit this position, so this position exit also will look like this, and if I get an opportunity to go short on this candle confirmation, I want to see a 15 minutes candle which is giving buyers trap on the top, and then which is also valid as a taking out this liquidity, and on a 4 hours it is giving an opportunity to go short as well. If I get that particular two things as a confluence, then I will go for initiate a short position. I'm not directly initiating a short position here, but I would initiate a short position right after this. This is the liquidity, right? And keep the high as long as the risk is very low. So this has to be played out. We have to see how the market is playing out. Then we could even target 1:10. So if it is 3,520 on futures, somewhere close to this particular area, which is on Wednesday's low. So Wednesday's low is what I'm I'll be keen on targeting on the seller's side. So this is the whole narrative for the jolts, man.
Great. I mean, that's a good narrative, and it's good to give people your opinion on that. So we've got quite a few people in on the live today on TikTok. So hello guys, how are you doing? Feel free to shout us some questions, but before we do that, probably gonna need a little vote. If you've been watching, there are people harassing me because apparently I'm the only one that knows how to turn out the lights in the classroom, and they want me to do that. So what do you guys reckon? Should I go and help them with the lights and leave you guys, or should I stay with you here? So why don't you let me know? We might have a little vote on what you think I should do. So what do you think I should do, Sini? Do you think I should stay here or go and help them with the lights?
you have to stay here.
I have to stay here. I mean, that's kind of what I thought, but people realize you're in a live stream and they ask you to go and turn the lights off. Yeah, so let's have you. You can't actually start a poll, but maybe you can. I don't really know how to use TikTok that tough. Oh, you can. Look, let's get a little poll going on, right? Who thinks I should go and turn out the lights? Quick poll. Here we go. No, I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one. Custom. Right. Should
Russell do a
no, that was a different one, right?
Okay, you can edit that one.
Should Russell go and turn out the lights? In the classroom. Oh, you can't even actually put that many letters in it. Right, okay, just put turn out the lights. There we go. There you go. There's a little poll for you guys. I'm not really sure if it's coming up on stream, on screen on your stream.
Yeah, apart from that poll, also please do let me know if you have any questions with respect to the analysis what we did. And
so someone here is saying gold is going to
3.577, then a retrace of liquidity.
Okay.
Yeah, so
someone's asking how they can join the internship. Yeah, if you could just reach out to us, direct message us, and we will sort of contact you via that. So we've got one vote from D saying no, I shouldn't go and turn out the lights. So it looks like they are going to be trying to stare at a projector and not really being able to see it. So yeah, unfortunately, all our lights here are on these weird timers, and we can't touch them. Yeah, Tom, that's right. Hi. Yeah, okay, so that's one of our scholars. He's yeah. Anyway, how are you today, Tom? You good?
Doing brilliant. How are you, sir?
Brilliant. Yeah. So
let's go and turn out the lights.
right. So here's a good question. I've been stuck. About 2 years' experience with trading gold, but stuck with fundamentals. Okay, that's an interesting question. We can definitely. Tom, this is really quite distracting. So yeah, so we can we can sort of maybe help you with that if you do want to DM us, because like we are specialists in fundamental trading here, so all of these guys behind you are actually on a scholarship program learning fundamentals here. So oh, we've got our first troll. Look at that, Sinu. Look, didn't take long for our first troll today. Hello, Kay. Nice to see that you're trolling again, calling us con artists, or I don't know, maybe you're not talking about us, but it's always good to have the trolls on. It's always good to get those that extra engagement, you know. So here's another question.
yeah,
How, from what I'm seeing, are they doing right now?
yes, you are seeing what we have done right now. Before that, someone asked, is that the order flow which we are seeing at exactly? Yes, you are seeing the order flow live on the market. So usually, you know, we just wild guess whether the market is bullish or bearish without order flow. But I don't know why ICT is not doing this, or you know, SMC traders are not telling people to look at exactly where the big players are entering, because you can see that with respect to volume footprint charts, and you can see that with respect to exact orders. You can see in this 15 minutes 716 orders or lot size have been placed. Usually these sort of gaps, you know, this tend to fill out. So this is the opening of the candle. I'm expecting still the market to come back and close below this level. But if we get that opportunity, and that itself is going to, you know, give a signal for me to close my position, it should not close below this level. 3544 is the level which I'm trailing the without stop loss, but which I'm trailing the position. The closure of this particular 15 minutes candle should not go below 3544. The reason being, you just have to do a candlestick addition. So if you just add on to the first candle, which is after a breakout, we have an indecision candle followed by a fake move and followed by a reversal candle, or you can call it as an engulfing candle, right?
Thanks, Eugene.
If the candle is closing, what is the simple anatomy which you can do on the candlesticks? So the candle opened here. This is the place candle opened right after the breakout, right? And it tried to push all the way down to this level. Let's go back and build that as a wick. And from this level, the buyers have pushed and closed the price upside. But if the next 15 minutes, so overall this 45 minutes right after the breakout, if the candle is closing again below this level, then it is clearly stating that sellers are dominating the market and buyers are not able to do that. We can clearly see on the order flow as well. We have 2k orders, but net delta is 300, which is negative. We have 2.6k orders. You can even clearly see that most of the orders are on the previous candle. Yes, buy orders. The POC is 44 and 108. But this particular candle, if the sellers are stepping in, they think that market has to come down a bit and then give a fake out move towards upside. So when the last leg of rally happens, I'm not sure whether it is the last leg, but these kind of fake outs are 68%. If you study breakouts and fake outs, 68% of the time market gives fake outs, and the 32% is the statistical approach you have towards a good breakout. So if you are a breakout trader along with all the SMC, ITC, or the liquidity or imbalances, if you are trading, even breakout could be on a 1 minute time frame. You can even trade a breakout, let's say on a 1 minute time frame. You will get multiple entries on a 1 minute time frame as well.
Okay, cool. So look, there's a question here from another channel, but we can't mention because I don't know. So listen, if anybody actually knows this, before I pose this question, I've heard that on TikTok, if you name other social media channels whilst you're doing a live stream, it actually demotes you from coming up on people's as you scroll through. So if anyone knows any information on that, that would be it would be greatly received, because so there is another question from the red channel, should we say?
I understand.
So he wants you to go over Nas, but he also would like to know, will the dollar strength have any impact on the Nas futures? And I think that's kind of an easy question, right? Because it always does.
Yeah.
Everything's tied to dollar, correct?
Yes. So if the dollar strengthen narrative happens, then I think Nas was playing around, Nas futures or ES. If you are looking at, let me take you through the.
So there's normally a direct correlation, isn't there? So if something's good for currency, then it's bad for gold, correct?
Bad for gold.
Yeah.
But some situations, like rare situations in terms of war or in terms of economical uncertainties, dollar and gold moves in the same direction.
In the same direction.
But with respect to Nasdaq, what I've seen with respect to the charts, when the dollar strengthens, Nasdaq and BTC, further falls. So I have a BTC sell side target still. Let me yeah.
Someone's asking here, green screen question mark. So if you ask if we're using a green screen, then it would probably be the worst green screen in the world, right? Because we've literally just of all the things we could put behind us, we've decided to put a trading floor behind us. No, we are actually in a trading floor. We're actually in a trading floor in Bromley South, and to prove it, I could get the guy behind me that you can see to probably do something.
Come on,
Josh,
no, no.
Josh, right? Okay, how many fingers do you think Josh should hold up so we can prove that it's not a green
Come
screen?
on, you don't have to do that. Come on. There is a serious question somebody asked, right? Let's jump back to that. So coming back to Andres, so basically this is the zone which I'm looking for sellers to step in again for BTC. With respect to this, if the dollar strengthen narrative happens, Nasdaq also looks at the similar scenario. Let's say I'll take you till here, then I can. Okay, so when the market was trading like this, if you go back in time on a weekly time frame, before the sell-off has happened, it's a simple, turtle soup, you can say. Similar thing what is happening with respect to gold. Yeah, I'm just waiting for 4 more minutes to close, because 3544 below, if the candle closes, we are exiting that position, by the way. And so this is what played out on a daily time frame as well, right after all-time high. If you think from a very simple common sense, every time all-time high could be a trap or could be a real move towards upside, right? We have seen this rally which was happening from this entire push, which is towards 19,000, when Trump was saying that this is the right time to invest in the US tech. Back in, I still remember, in April, some tweet have came out, and this is the area which has happened with respect to dollar index as well. Let me take you through the dollar index, not this one.
Thanks for the follows, DSFX.
Yeah, so this is the zone which I'm talking about after having a consolidation and both manipulation done. If you are able to capture this move for the entire next quarter, you don't need any directional bias. If you are able to capture at least 50% of the distribution which is going to happen in DXY, you will be able to do much more better than other traders with respect to all the other assets, because this distribution is going to be very heavy.
Okay.
Because it have consolidated for more than from last November to September.
Yep.
Okay, it manipulated from last September to whole June, and the distribution is going to happen, in my opinion, at least 2 to 3 quarters.
Okay.
And if you are able to capture 50% of that move,
right,
that itself is more than enough for our portfolios to grow, right? So coming back to Nasdaq, so this is how I interpret even a positional bias for myself. So on a 4-hour time frame, look at, let's do some replay so that it's much more easy for you to understand as well. It pushed upside and then closed below. So this is the similar kind of a move which we were discussing on the gold as well, right? I'm expecting the market to push upside at 3 o'clock. If that is happening, it should close below the previous liquidity, and then the next candle which opens at 3 o'clock, which could be the manipulation move, because it should have a wick, and if it is dumping below the closing of previous candle like what we have seen, gold should give us a massive rally, at least a 50% towards this candle. Also Nasdaq should give us a massive dump towards closing below this level, which is 22,700. Andres, I think you got a better understanding with respect to why I'm looking, or what I'm looking at, why I'm looking, and the reasons as well. If you have any more further clarification, please do let me know.
Yeah, so there's another question here from the Red Channel. Says, well, they just want to know your analysis for GDP JPY. So, you know, let's get that up and have a quick look and
Yeah.
see what you think on that.
So what is the charts you are looking at, Hrithik Patel? Are you looking into on Forex or?
I think maybe we should just take the Oanda one and
Oanda
just
one?
do it from that. Yeah. Do you ever touch this pair?
No.
Sinu? No. Okay, so
That's going to be
I know,
something good for me as well.
I know Avic.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get Avic in.
No,
Where
that's
is
fine.
Avic?
That's fine. So because what I believe is 4 things are common in any charts.
That's consolidating massively, isn't it?
Now we'll come back to that.
Okay.
The first one is open, high, low, close.
Okay.
If you're able to read that 4 prices,
Yeah.
you can master the price action as well.
Fair enough.
So I don't mind going ahead with any charts as well. So what I'll do myself, first and foremost thing, yeah, which has already done the weak high and a strong low, and we know for a fact
I mean,
on a
from what I've
weekly.
seen about the this pair,
Yeah.
is it does like to consolidate a lot and then break out quite vigorously, should we say? You know.
Okay. Let's see.
Apparently, it's quite a good pair to trade, actually.
Let's see. For me, this sell side imbalance
Hello, Raymond.
is playing out on a
Yeah, we're
weekly
going.
time frame.
We was just doing golden a little bit. We might come back to that in a sec. We're probably just going to let a bit of volatility kick in today. So, someone wants to know what we're expecting from the dollar today. So that's a good question. We'll get back round to that in a second.
All right. So market have given on the weekly time frame. If you just scroll back, you can see that it is in a good buyer's zone. Why I'm saying good buyer's zone? Because it has done the, you know, if you do the analysis with respect to the Wyckoff theory, it has already been tested the lows and pushing upside. We can see the buyers are strengthening, and this is the earlier selling climax which we have seen, right? With respect to that, I'm going ahead with respect to buyer strength on a weekly biases where the sellers might step in. We have seen the latest liquidity was internal, which is grabbed twice, which usually happens, you know, when you have a POI, usually it keeps internal structures inside and then grabs both of those internal structures and then target towards the high. So the target is this one, the weak high, which is 208 is the target for this entire move. But how do I get in right now? We are in front of a major sell side imbalance. Even you can call this as a, you know, balanced price range, because this is the area where earlier we had with respect to this pattern. Are you looking for positional, or are you looking for intraday, or are you looking for scalping or momentum? I'll come back to that. I'll go with positional bias first. On a daily time frame, we can see that this week played out with respect to forming within this imbalance. Sellers are trying, and that's a good one. So usually if the day is able to close above this level, which is the previous high, which is 199, then yeah, so there is a 4-hour okay, now it is making much more clear. So what I'll do on a 4-hour time frame, I'll take my fib, measure my POI,
This guy is funny. So this look. Do you remember this guy here? Look.
Don't talk about him. We are discussing something very
but he
helpful for the people, right?
He comes back.
They can go back and replay this one, and they can see how, you know.
He comes back every
I'm
week.
analyzing the charts.
And he says
I'm not saying this is the only
comments.
way to trade the market, but this is the way I'm looking at. Let me see if I have a liquidity inside this POI.
No, we're not stockbrokers. We just work on a trading floor, so we're not stockbrokers. There's a difference. So someone wants to know about GDP, USD as well, and Euro USD.
For me, I'll not try to enter the trade until and unless if it is showing above this 4 hours sell side imbalance, because these are all, so you have seen, right, on a weekly time frame this push has happened after taking out these two internal structures, and this is the simple copy paste image which you can take it for the lower time frame structures. I am looking for the same pattern, which is 2 leg internal liquidities and a POI with respect to this push which has happened towards upside. Market have tapped into that POI and taken out this liquidity, which is the higher side. So the next liquidity which is targeting is this one, which is 108. I'm going ahead with the buyers at the moment until and unless we see a good rejection from this sell side imbalance, because this is not a sell side imbalance at the moment, because we can call this as a balanced price range, because we have a sell side imbalance on a weekly. At the same time buyers have pushed earlier, so this is a balanced price range and prices tagging. So within 4 hours, if you can clearly see that, okay, you can see a 2-legged internal structures, and most of the people would go long with respect to this pair, taking a support here and keep their stop losses below this. So what I'm more interested in, I want these two liquidities to be taken out and then give me an opportunity to enter at low risk and a high reward probability. This is how I will go with respect to GBP, JPY. But you have to do your own analysis before making any trades and entries, because this move has already happened and we are within this range. Okay, what if this move has already happened and I want to enter late into this trade? Still your stop loss is going to be this, and you're targeting this $478. You're risky targeting a $4.7 move. Your points move, you're targeting 7 point. Still it is worth giving a shot, but for me it's a no trading zone until and unless either it has to sustain and close. If a daily candle closes above this level 202, then we will again come back and see if the market has given an opportunity inside this area. Then still we can give that long entry somewhere here. If the close is happening on daily, then from the next day we can still target to enter a similar position like this, targeting 208. I hope this makes sense. I'm really sorry.
That's alright. Give us a second.
So we are holding on to gold trade. The reason? Yes, sellers have tried multiple times, but that didn't give a close.
So there was a question here. Let me find it. Let me actually see if he's still on.
So this is the previous candle which we were looking at. Sellers are even getting trapped on the bottom. Even you can see that They have tried pushing the market, but still buyers have pushed upside and balanced that entire range. This is the earlier high, and Asia have been taken out, so people are trying to keep a low risk trade and try for a Asia high. Liquidity have been taken out and closing below, and those low probable entries for the counter trade may not work at the moment. Sometimes we have to go with the counter trend trade as well, right? So if you see, this particular level is taking us a good support. Now I can move back my stop loss anything below. If the market is closing 3554, then I'm out from this particular long trade. So what was the other question?
Well, someone he's not on the chat anymore, but he asked if we were hiring. Not quite sure how to answer that. I mean, we don't actually have any jobs going here, but we're always looking for good traders, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you tell him about the person that we took on recently from the Global Employment Plan? Why don't you have a little discussion? Why don't you tell him about that?
So okay, that's a young man. He is in the young minds at his 60s or 70s.
Young man of 60 or 70, yeah.
Because he is very, very naturally talented trader, I would say.
Yeah.
By seeing his trades and his approach, having a conversation with his approach, he has started with us on a E2T prop.
Yeah.
On the Global Employment Program.
That's the prop firm that we run.
Yeah, you can click on the link in description and see all the details about the E2T prop as well. If you want to join to the Discord, Telegram or WhatsApp, all the communities, link in description.
So we have a Telegram group. It will be in the bio of our page, so you can join our free Telegram group, and all the descriptions will be there. But why he was so special was that he managed
two things as a trader, what I've seen, he trades on the A+ setups,
right?
We have given him the 100k accounts.
Okay,
it's been 3 to 4 days now.
How's he been doing?
He haven't even touched.
Oh, he hasn't even touched it. I mean, to be fair, it's not been the best
because
of
market
days.
Have already moved. If you see the pairs he was trading as gold, WS30, Nasdaq, all the major forex pairs as well. Market have already moved. He took a break, but I think he have been doing analysis for gold for a major bank in India.
Yeah.
For about 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Analyzing the gold markets, and that is some special characteristics which our team have found that it's in a good bet on that particular trader.
So how long? This is leading to somewhere. So how long did he take to pass those 5 levels so he could come and
roughly you can say that 2 to 3 months of his time.
2 to 3 months. And the reason he done quite well is that his account never went
below 2%.
Below 2%.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we have a threshold of 5%, don't we?
That's overall. On a daily limit, he had a 2% drawdown.
So, but overall, how much was his biggest drawdown?
1%.
Over the whole thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I mean that's no wonder we hired him.
that's what I'm saying, we have pitched to our investors as well.
So I'm guessing that he's going to go in our pool of copy traders.
Exactly.
So this is another plug, guys. We have a pool of copy traders, so you can also find that on our Telegram page, and you can choose to join that and invest with us if you like. All of the people on there are traders like the ones that we've just discussed, so they are trading their own capital or they're trading our capital, so they're not looking to lose money. So it's how is the copy trading doing, Sinu?
Copy trading is doing really amazing because
Try not to touch the mic.
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
It makes it...
All right, no problem. So copy trading thing, which we are working on top traders, copying top traders.
Yep.
We have also now built the automations for algos.
Okay, so we've got some algos in there as well.
Yeah. So
Cool.
we have got the leaderboards for selecting the copy traders
Yep.
on a frequently changing basis, because we have some fixed ones. At the same time, we are also adding to that pool
Yep.
who are showing their consistency on their leaderboard as well.
Okay.
So that makes any good trader will have their winning streak and a losing streak.
Okay. Yeah, no, but it's good when you have a pool, because if some are not doing too well,
Yeah.
others are doing well, and what somebody told me is that they like the algos in there, because algos can never
Have the
trade emotionally.
Trade emotionally, exactly.
They trade on what they see. So so it's good to have some algos in there as well, just for leveling out the kind of the emotional context within your portfolio. So
One major thing which I want to update here. So whenever I post my stop losses or the TP take profits, that doesn't mean that for me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because there was a comment there, wasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, because we have to give time till the closure of that particular candle, in my opinion.
Okay. Yes.
Because what I've seen, my zones and the levels which I watch always go very closer to the wicking down and then pushing upside.
Yep.
So I'll wait for the whole candle to close and make the bias. So you can see that there are gaps. Okay, and we have just started with the first minute of this 15 minutes candle. Okay, usually what happens now, the sellers are selling now. You can see the POC is 20 and 16. Average sellers are in. Buyers are still waiting. Okay, let them sell. They want to absorb the entire sell positions initiated at this point. That's what we can see here. So if you cannot manage that emotion, or leaving the sometimes what happens,
sorry, can I just cut in? Do you know what I've just realized?
Yeah,
look at that. We have now gone over 5,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh, that's good.
That was on this stream. So if you followed us on this stream, thank you guys. We've now hit 5,000 followers. So I think if our boss is watching, he said that he was gonna have a staff party because it was 5,000 followers. So yep.
Okay.
We'll TikTok the staff party as well, and you lot are invited virally to the staff party. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So sometimes what happens, I might have to close the whole position.
Yep.
For a break even, not for a loss anymore, but for a break even, which have shown me a good target earlier. But what happens if the candle is closing? Yes, I have to exit this trade no matter what.
Yep.
But if the candle is wicking down and then pushing upside, we might miss the whole rally towards upside as well.
Okay.
Right? So that's the point I just want to mention. Some of you might think, if we are entering the, what is the question?
No, here we go. Right, cool. So here's a good question, and Callum, you're going to be taking over the stream, right?
Who else got the cable short?
Cable shorts this morning. So one of our fundamental traders here actually caught a really good trade at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll bring him on now, and he will explain what he was doing at 2 o'clock this morning. Come on, Callum.
Yeah, Caroline. Oh, yes. You captured this move?
No, I done it on. What was
do you want to explain the charts?
It was a fundamental one, so
okay.
I done it on Australian dollar to dollar.
Okay.
And it was the news for Australian GDP.
Yeah.
And that was at 2:30.
Okay.
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So what I done set an alarm on my phone.
Yeah.
2:10 because I
Okay.
was asleep.
Okay.
That alarm went off. I woke up, wanted to go back to bed, but I thought, yeah, I want to make money today.
Okay.
So had a look on investing.com.
Okay.
Looked at the forecast and done the calculations, and then I think the forecast was
Yeah.
oh yeah, that'll do, yeah, that's good.
This is the one.
Yeah, forecast
which
was
you're talking-
0.5%,
Okay.
and obviously as soon as the date come in, it was 0.6%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
quickly entered position for a long, and as you can see back on the chart
Yeah.
at 2:30, it's that massive long, it's that long wick there,
Yeah.
2:30,
Okay.
and then he caught that move.
All right.
Yeah, and yeah, it swept it.
The center high, right?
Yeah.
The New York AM high you have targeted from the Asia low.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good.
and that was my fundamental trade.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, thank you guys.
So how much was the risk for that particular trade?
It was on my 10k account,
Okay.
and because it wasn't really a big move, it was only like a little tiny little scalp,
Okay.
but I risked, I think I can't get it from, but I think it was about 20 quid,
Okay.
and I managed to get like 60 quid, so it was like a little short little 1 to 3
Oh, okay.
on that single candle. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that was a trade that I got.
So that alarm worked really well for a 1:3 for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it did,
That's
yeah.
great.
Thank
So
you.
some of the people who were watching in India would have captured, because that time it's 6 a.m. in India. Most people in the community would have traded that as well.
They
But
would have been able to get
yeah,
that one.
you can clearly see that, right? After that move,
Yeah.
actually the institutions went in after taking out those legs,
Yeah.
and this is the whole point which we were discussing earlier for a Nasdaq or gold, or even for sorry, we have got 8 more minutes for that particular candle to close. I just want to make sure that we are sticking to the plans as well. So after taking out that liquidity, now it came back to the POI, which is the order block which is built from here and then pushed all the way up.
Pushed all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we could even see that we are, with respect to fundamentals, we know for a fact this has to go long and take out the
Yeah.
high.
Previous side. Yeah.
And what is the best point to re-enter? If we get a re-entry to this particular level, and then
Enter a nice little long.
nice little long,
Yeah.
and keeping a stop loss right after this. Sorry, right after this,
And then target that high.
target this high.
Yeah. So let's.
We got a new trade
Exactly.
for the
Got a new
NY session
trade
as
for
well.
the day, yeah.
So this is something good, because we are aligning our fundamentals
Yeah.
with respect to technicals.
Exactly.
We have
And
high
looking in.
probability of this we can even call it as an A+ setup.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this exact move, it could be from this level as well. So we
Exactly,
have to
yeah.
see the price action. The better thing to enter, if you have already missed this move, would be after 2 p.m. where the new candle, 4-hour candle
Yeah.
opens.
Yeah. And just to see if it respects it
Respects
or just rejects it, comes
rejects
back
it
down.
from this level.
Yeah.
The 4-hour candle, if I go back on 4 hours, okay, this is the first, second, third, which doesn't have an imbalance.
Yeah.
This is the sell side imbalance, which is now trying to close above this
Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
then call it as a balanced price range, and then come back to rebalance that level. So next 40 minutes we should expect this candle to close above,
Yeah.
and next for us, initially, if it is coming back to tap into that level, we got a good
Yeah.
entry.
Exactly. A+ setup there.
Thanks, mate. That's a good one.
Cheers. Thank you.
So thanks to the person who have asked that question, right? Somebody captured that.
Yeah, so that was Callum. So that was one of our fundamental scholarship students here. So they've been with us now for about 4 weeks. And I know, obviously, if you've tuned into this stream before, you would have seen them in the background pretty much every single day. So they're expected to come here most days, and expected to sit and watch news events and work out plans on how to trade certain news events. So they've been doing quite well. They all made profit last week, so which we're quite proud of. So well done, boys. Yeah, so we just wanted to kind of like iterate how important it is, even for you technical traders, to also learn about fundamentals, because you know these things can really underpin the market and underpin sentiment. Correct?
See, because people mostly look for the retail strategies, but if they can start aligning fundamentals with respect to retail strategies, even they get good kind of edge with respect to market. Because sometimes I feel really happy about my analysis. Look at this. This is what we were discussed 10-20 minutes
This
back.
is gold again, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
said
what
that,
everyone.
okay.
That's what everyone loves. Everyone loves gold.
So we were saying when the candle was trading like this, and we were discussing that when this candle was trading like this, we were putting this candlestick addition. Look at the play, and if you want to just redo the structure with respect to this breakout, which is a little breakout and kind of a retest, then let's go back and see what is exactly happening with respect to order flow.
Okay, we will get to your question in a minute, D Kwan. Definitely. Remind me again if we forget.
Most people who sold, they got trapped. Okay, so what I'm expecting, similar opposite candle at 3 o'clock. That's what I'm expecting for going short. Look at this move. This is a seller's trap where as I said, absorption is happening like 27, 22, 34, 35, 35. All these sellers, even they were trying to sell hard below that level, got trapped, and within next few minutes that is pushed upside, and the closure of that particular candle is bullish now. So yes, what's the question?
Right, so the question up here was, he wants you to do a bit of an analysis on pound USD and euro USD.
Okay, so some or the other reason I don't go for euro USD, rather I go for the cable, which is pound USD.
Okay, so
yeah, so which is similar, right? So if you want to do trade on both, you're risking against dollar, so which is the similar scenario.
I'm guessing that there was the due to the interest rates
the last time, right?
Yeah.
But we have discussed this. We can go
we
back
discussed
and
that last week.
that after taking out the previous major swing point, market is turning bearish. And look at this move.
Oh wow, we got some crypto guys in the chat. Sold
Solana.
to 300.
Solana.
Yeah. So are you a great crypto?
No, I do just trade on BTC. Just
So if Z was here, he'd be able to answer all of those questions, but our crypto specialist is not in today. So
look at that massive move. I'll come back to this cable one more time, but before that I just want to make sure that people who want to go for a quick scalp, so this is a counter trend strategy for new candle opens, and you can use it for every 4 hours, and you can use it for a quick scalp model.
oh, thanks for the gift. I didn't even see that. Thank you, Zito.
Okay. This will be, this is.
Oh, look at that! You can change the size.
So I don't know why I'm seeing every time frame I'm seeing this two-legged and pushed upside. This is the structure which was moved. This is the POI, the whole POI.
What date was those? What date was those?
Oh, look at this. This is 1 minute time frame.
Yeah.
and these two legs which we have discussed for the whole 4-hour candle move, and I'm able to see that coming back to his question also on a cable, the internal structures have been built.
So, what time is that move? Are they both? Is it both the same time on both charts?
Yeah,
Maybe we can try and decipher. We could ask these guys to research that for us.
what is that news? Canada -1%. What was news that?
Huh? Labour productivity.
Productivity, isn't it?
How was it? Was it a trade or no trade?
It wasn't that important.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a
Would have been a trade.
USD Quan. We do offer learning. If you go into our bio, we have a free Telegram group there, and you can get loads of information from there. You can also reach out to us, and we can discuss how we might be able to help you. What's going on?
No, for the cable.
Deep in thought.
No, I'm just thinking. So that's the moment I'm just looking for, word to enter. So where this change of character happened, and it could have a breaker block retest, and then dump towards downside. But this should be a risky trade because of the job data. I would want the market to plumb it all the way down, because if it is struggling here, then we have to do the reanalysis on the cable. So I think that's going to be the same for Euro JPY. Yes, you can see both Euro and cable. It have already given the change of character and then created a strong high and a weak low, which is targeting the weak low is the best position which we can look for now.
He's also asking if we give out signals.
So we don't provide any sort of signals, but we do give sorry about that.
Oh, sorry.
So I was trying to hold that. So we do provide our traders analysis, and we do have a great community where people post their analysis without even expecting anything.
Yeah,
that's the best part. Even our students, you can do your analysis on top of that. So what our traders were doing, they don't even go and interfere in other traders' views and biases. They just take the good things out of it and make their trading much more better.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's important to get into context that you can't just rely on signals. So
what is that person who asked? D Quan, join to our Telegram community. I'll keep posting the updates about having a trading compass. It's not a signal where you are getting a word to enter, buy, sell, or you have to make that decision for yourself. Otherwise, you won't grow in your trading. But if you want to gain knowledge from other traders, you are mostly welcome.
Yeah, and also I think the signal space can be quite a dangerous space because of basically the signal. A lot of people are doing that signal scam, aren't they? You know about that? No? Do you think I should talk about it on here? Should I oust these people? So so this is how it works. Someone will give you some signals and you'll be like, okay, cool, let's try them. And you'll win a few trades and you'll think, oh great. Then what they'll do is they'll say to you, if you want any more signals, you have to join my group and pay.
Yeah.
So you'll think, okay, cool, that's reasonable. I'll do that. So you join their group and pay. Once you paid, they'll say to you, look, why don't you join my broker, right? And they give you a little code, and you'll probably always get like 100% extra or free money or anything like that.
Okay.
Then the signals will go well. You'll be making money. So you know, you'll soon start to realize that, you know, what you're risking is not enough. So you end up depositing more into the account.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might even call you and pressure you to put more into the account. So ultimately, what eventually will happen, they'll have like quite a large community of these sort of people.
Yeah.
And they'll start saying, oh, wow, we can have like something big's coming up soon.
Sorry for that. One quick one. I don't want this candle to close below now. We have waited for 44. Now it should not close below 47 for this another 10 more minutes. If the candle is closing below 47 itself, I'll exit my positions, because that is going to be a Asia, sweeping the Asia and closing below before this 4-hour candle, because next 1 more hour is there for let's say the forex, or if you are looking for any other charts apart from Oanda, and you know, you'll find it different, because 2 p.m. IST most of the 2 p.m. BST most of the candles close their charts on 4 hours, but COMEX wherein that closes on 3 p.m.
Okay.
So most people, if the candle closes here, it will give one more opportunity into the same area to here, which is 3536.
Okay.
And that's the last leg, keeping this stop loss and the same target. There is no difference in the target. And if I get an opportunity, I don't want to, you know, miss this whole move. I will try to close here and take a new position if the lower time frame supports here. So now this is very critical on 15 minutes, because this is the quick buck model which I want to discuss earlier, but somehow we have deviated from that topic, because within, you know, 30 minutes difference from the 4-hour candle closures, you can get a really good counter trends, and that is the counter trend which is moving right now. So if I'm going ahead for the 1 minute candle, I should not see 3 consecutive candles closing below 47. So the 47, one candle closed, second candle closed, this particular candle, if it is closing below 47, then I'm exiting this position.
Okay, cool. Can I finish my story now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I was saying is that they basically get you hooked in, and you're obviously signed up to their broker, and they'll give you a code, so the broker will know that, you know, you're linked to them. They'll start saying, oh god, we're going to have like this massive event and gold's going to do something, it's going to, you know, it's going to go to the moon, right? So start, you know, pumping in all your money. So what you'll do is, you know, you will pump in loads of money. Then what they'll do is they'll give you a bad signal, and you'll blow your account. I know this because I've literally talked on the phone to many people when I used to do sales here, that used to literally say that this happened to them. And like some of these guys, they lost like, one of them lost £16,000.
You know what? Today I got a call.
Yeah.
Saying that, hey, you know, how are you doing? And your investment in last February have grown up to $64,000 now.
Yeah.
So we are shutting it down because of FCA regulations and something, and we want to give money back to all the clients. So we are calling people. So shall we do a KYC verification by sharing your, you know, what is that called? Team viewer.
Yeah. Oh god.
I said, you made my day. It's the best job for the day.
Yeah.
And then, you know, cut the phone. So please don't get into those kind of.
Yeah. So anyway, so what happens is you will lose your account, you'll blow your account.
Yeah.
You'll obviously go back to these people and say, well, what's going on? And their answer will be, that's the markets. What can I do? Now you walk away, yes, you've lost a lot of money, but you walk away thinking, well, what do they gain out of it? Well, here's where the actual scam comes in, is that they have a deal with that broker and they will get 50%
Oh, really?
of your losing.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. No, seriously. That's how it works.
Okay. Okay.
That's honestly, if you don't believe it, Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we if we wanted to, we could do the same thing. We could set up a signal company and do exactly the same thing.
Come on. Don't
know?
say that.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why I would always be very, wary, right, of signal services. Knowing now, I'm not saying that all of the guys do this. I had one guy on the phone call me, and obviously we're selling educational packages here, and he was like, "Well, why would I come and buy your educational package where I can go to?" There's a place in Mayfair, and they've set up a trading office in Mayfair, right? And it's all free. Yeah, you just have to have £20,000 buy-in to walk in, and then you just sit there and you follow the other traders' signals.
Okay.
And I was like, right, well, so what's the business model? You're not charging anyone for education.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can guess what's going to happen. They're going to have 10, 50 people there, all putting in £20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all going to blow. Okay. Yeah. They're going to look up and everyone's just going to be gone. All you're going to see is dust clouds, like in the cartoon.
With that being said, I think we are about to wind up our session for the day because I've closed that position.
Okay.
And lucky, last 3 live sessions, I guess, we are closing on a green. And we want to see the same support from you guys when we are hitting our stop losses as well, because that's the thing which will happen with every traders as well. But let's make sure that we are edging ourselves within the right mindset and the right risk biases. And
yeah,
that being said, I'll wait for another 4 more minutes if you have any questions, any doubts.
Well, I think it's beyond question time now. So I just want to thank you guys for joining us on the live stream and for helping us. We've had 68 new followers on this, and so some of those 68 has pushed us over the 5k mark. So thank you very much. Reason we're rushing off the stream is because I actually am now hosting a webinar, not me personally, but Jerry in Ireland. He is hosting a webinar which will also be streamed live on all our channels, so this as well. So with brief intermission and then he'll be back. It won't be a question and answers thing. It will just be Jerry telling you the market breakdowns for today.
For the New York as well.
Yeah, for the New York Open. He's a highly technical trader, so lots and lots of great information there, and a lot of stuff actually comes into fruition that he says.
Okay.
We're actually going to start to keep a tally, and we might make a thing out of it, calling it Jerry's crystal ball.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you guys. Just remember, you can follow link in the bio, follow our Telegram channel, send any messages to there, or you could DM us on here. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Thank you so much, guys.